Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my pre-existing subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video in particular, we're going to be answering a subscriber-based question in regard to Donald Trump's health and other psychic tarot readers and what they got. But we'll talk about that in a second. This video is just for entertainment purposes, entertainment and educational purposes only as well. And I'm recording this on Wednesday, September 3rd at 1:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as of when I'm recording this specific video. This video is going to be very short, specifically roughly around 20 minutes, particularly because I do actually have ice cream upstairs being made right now for my other YouTube channel. Yes, that's right, you heard it. I'm making another YouTube channel. This has been in the works for about almost 5 years now, a cooking show. So we are going to be doing cooking as well, so that will be separated. I will let you know when we're ready to launch, but it should be sometime this month. But anyway, besides the point, in today's video, we're going to talk about the subscriber-based question, but I do want to give a quick shout out to some of my subscribers who took the time out of their day to donate. I do want to give a quick shout out to Vicky Appleton and Extreme Media. Thank you both of you guys so much for donating to the channel. It does not go unnoticed. It does get put into the channel, and any donation that the channel receives, even monetary income from the YouTube channel, directly goes back into the channel, back into you guys. I personally do not touch the money at all. Anyway, let's go ahead, let's begin. Now, the donation link is not going to be in the comment section or the description as of now, because I am transitioning the channel over to a new donation service, not through PayPal, because we don't want to support that, and plus, PayPal and I have been having a lot of issues, so we're not going to go ahead with those type of donations. So if you still somehow have access to that PayPal link, delete it. Alright, so if you want to help out the channel, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, and the bell icon, engaging with the content. Sharing this video with others really helps boost the algorithm here on this YouTube channel. If you want to stay in the loop and be notified when I do post and upload, go into the comment section or the description, follow my Blue Sky account and my Facebook group, and I will personally notify you as well. And hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications so you can be notified by YouTube when I upload. YouTube hasn't really been notifying anybody, therefore a lot of my videos haven't gotten the views that they should have. That's okay. We're working right through this. Eventually, if a video is meant for you guys to be seen, you will see it. Alright, so let's go ahead with the question from a subscriber. They actually asked me this yesterday. They were very frustrated with the fact that a lot of YouTubers, now I don't watch any YouTubers, specifically psychics. The only one I watch is Cass Peters, and that is after I have done the video topic here on the channel. They were very upset, and they said that a lot of psychics have been saying that Trump is dead or in hospice. They were very confused why that is and why is that the case. So we're going to take a look and see what is the overall energy of the collective of the psychics who are saying this. Why are they saying this? And they also, specifically the question that they wanted to have answered is, Candy the Brave asks, I want to know why so many psychics and tarot card readers, plus those whose spirit guides talk to them, got the message that 45 is dead or in hospice. Do you know what 45's health is like? I'm so tired. I may not be answering your question, Chris. I'm sorry. It's absolutely fine. I know you were tired. It was like 11 hours ago. It was like around 2 o'clock in the morning when you sent this. Absolutely okay. We're going to answer your question in today's video. Why? So spirits and angels, tell me, why is it that a lot of psychics have been saying that Trump is actually dead or is in hospice? Can you tell us a little bit about this? Why is this the case? Now, what's really interesting as well is that, when I was telling them, oh, I don't know if you were referring to me, but essentially when I got, it was half dead, half alive. And it was very complex because it felt like the physical body was alive, but the soul was trying to leave, but it was just being pulled down, being weighed down by the ego. You go ahead and watch those videos. Do you want to go watch any videos related to Donald Trump's health or related to the death videos or Happy Death Day series? Everything will be linked in the description below or in the comment section. Alright, so the reason for this is we have the 4 of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles reversed is indicating a lack of control, a lack of ability to understand and read. Now, what's really interesting that I have gotten many times over the channel over the course of a couple of years, one thing I found that's been very consistent with Donald Trump, and the reason why it's very difficult to read him, was because he actually has he incorporates himself in some way or some capacity with dark magic and black magic, and therefore he's protected by those entities because the entities that he works with, he operates with, benefit from being around Donald Trump. They benefit for what Donald Trump can offer them, and therefore they're going to do whatever they can to protect them. So one of the main reasons why a lot of psychics are unable to tap into the energies of Donald Trump accurately is but solely because he engages actively with black magic themselves. We do also have, as well as we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of, excuse me, this is not the Ten of Pentacles, this is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups means happy time, go lucky. This is, and you know, as you all know, I'm very straightforward, I'm very upfront with you guys, I'm very honest, I'm very brutal. I don't do anything for the channel for money. I don't get anything from this except helping you guys. So to keep that in mind as well. I'm not here to criticize other psychics or other YouTubers. I'm not even going to name anybody. But what I've gotten consistently from this card, the Ten of Cups, is that they're wishing for the time when people will actually engage washing us, eating this stuff up. Now, I've mentioned many times on the channel months ago that the United States and astrology as a collective peaks for spirituality around 2011 and it ended around 2025. Well, we're getting to that phase now. We're getting to the phase where people kind of become disengaged with the spirituality, astrology, tarot card, crystals, you name it. They're coming towards the end with that because that's part of the astrological perspective. But also when it comes to astrology, it's also talking about the heightened intention for people to seek out religious means. So I don't know off the record, but if this is true or not, but according to astrology, people who weren't spiritual, religious, not spiritual, people who weren't religious before became very religious. Specifically, psychics and tarot card readers and stuff like that, where they turned away from that type of practice, from spirituality, and he went towards the religion. This is not by happenstance, this is actually by the astrological design. That is what is being shown here. Because of this movement away from spirituality into religious perspective, we have the Ten of Cups here, which symbolizes wishing for happier time, wishing for when there was a lot more people eating up the content. So this isn't necessarily about, and this might be done on a subconscious level, but this isn't necessarily about, I'm trying to be very careful how I word this here. This isn't about like trying to tell you the accurate story. It's about trying to get you back, trying to retain your attention. That's what it is. It's all about attention and whether or not they can be able to create those happy times. I assume around the 2024 election and every presidential election since Donald Trump, there has been heightened emotions around tarot card reading and stuff like that. Because people seek out to see what is coming for us. There is that downward slide that we have been going down for a while, and this is indicating that they want to bring that back. They want to bring that energy back, and the only way to bring it back is to talk about Trump's health and all those things, because it's in the news, the Epstein files, all those things. But one thing is, it's not about giving accurate information, it's about attention. Whether or not they can retain that attention is something that's going to be interesting, because they have saw a decrease in money. This is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Because when there's less viewership, less people engage with activities or watching videos and video content, engaging with it in any form, the YouTuber itself or the video makes less money. So that's what I'm getting here. The next card is, as well as when we go into underneath the Four of Pentacles reverse, we have a Knight of Cups. They saw an opportunity. They saw an opportunity and they ran with that opportunity. No matter if the cup is empty or not, they took the opportunity and ran with that. Even with the good intention to do a video topic, they took that cup and ran with that. That's why you have the little speed. That's why you have the little angel wings here, because it indicates speed. Underneath the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Cups upright, we have the Three of Pentacles. It came up empty-handed, because look, the guy's emptying out the cup. There's no liquid on the floor. There's nothing in that cup. But here's the paper. This is the receipt. They're saying, well, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, this is what you said, but you couldn't deliver. This is the Three of Pentacles here. The Three of Pentacles is saying that they took an opportunity. They knew they couldn't deliver, but they did it anyway. And underneath this Ten of Cups reversed, we have the King of Swords reversed. The King of Swords reversed represents an incumbent being removed, someone out of power, removal from power. So what does this mean? This doesn't mean that these people who are doing this are doing it for power. It's not. It's about doing it and feeling like you can make change. That's what it really comes down to. Not only is it the money aspect and the attention, but it's the fact that they can create change and that they actually have a voice to do it. But because the dwindling amount of people watching those video content, I cannot confirm if it's true or not for these psychics, but it does feel like there was a lower amount of viewership. And because of that, they feel like they couldn't connect to the people they want to connect, or connect with the people with such a large amount of people viewing. It does feel like there's a lesser amount of audience. And on the right side here, what's coming after this is death eventually. Donald Trump will die eventually, but it will be caught off guard. It will be when they least expect it. When the psychic goes silent is when he will die. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting. Donald Trump will die when psychic goes silent. The reason for this is for one specific reason. You ever heard of the boy who cried wolf? For the moment, for when it really mattered, they didn't do a reading. For every other time, for when it didn't matter, a reading was done. The boy who cried wolf. The same way with Donald Trump. When he passes away, people wouldn't have done a reading until after his death, but not before. That could be also an indicator to how you know when he's going to die. But also keep in mind as well, when I say most psychics, I mean most, not all, most. Which means that it might still be a few handfuls here and there still doing readings and saying, okay, he's dying, he's dead. There might still be that, but the overall collective, well, is more molded. It's more in the fact that when people aren't looking, or when they feel like, oh, well, we didn't get it right this time, we didn't get it right that time, etc., they feel disengaged, people don't believe it, they don't trust it, and they don't even engage with the topic, and then it happens out of the blue, and then they're like, well, we could have, but we didn't, we should have, that type of narrative, that regretful feeling. That's what I'm getting in terms of answering your question. Let me see if I need to answer the second part to that. You want to know why so many psychics and tarot card readers, plus those who spirit guides talk to them, got the message that 45 is dead or in hospice. You knew the intention, you know the behind the scenes. Let's just answer that question in regards to why very quickly. And then we're going to look at down on some tell. Do I need to look at his tell spirit? They're saying I'm not going to look at his health because I already done multiple videos on this. So if you want to go watch videos related to his health specifically, go into the description or the comment section below. But they said I already covered it too extensively, too much in detail. They're saying it's not needed to redo the whole thing again. So we're not even going to touch that. But we are going to ask the question about why do so many psychics see him actually dead or in hospice. Oh, the card came out. We have the Queen of Wands, spiritual. So something spiritual here. So this is the spirit, this is the body, this is the spirit aspect. Why do so many psychics see, and tarot card readers see, that Donald Trump was dead or in hospice? Why was that, and why were they wrong? Okay, so I'm hearing they weren't wrong. It's just, let me see, why? I'm curious to see why. The top of the deck here, we have the Three of Swords upright. And we have here bottom the Sun. He comes out fine. So this is what was on the top of the deck. He was actually going through some episodes. So this is the Three of Swords here. He was actually going through some health episodes. That's why there was this feeling that, okay, the psychic came up empty-handed. Here's the receipts. Just saying, well, you told us. But it came up empty-handed because the energy actually did indicate that he was actually really sick. However, he pulled through with money. Remember I said money was going to be the root of prolonging his process to the inevitable death? That he can prolong with money. Money can prevent death and can delay that until money can no longer do it. Remember I talked about that in one of my videos for his health videos? Remember that. The Sun card comes up here, feeling reborn. He comes out of the blue during his press conference for a wand. He's come down completely fine. Yeah, he comes out completely fine. That is why. So we're acting, well, why do so many psychics see it the other way? Based on what my guys are saying, they're just saying, hey, listen, it's not that they were wrong. It was the fact that he did actually have a health episode, but he was able to have it healed because he had the money to be able to do it. Remember, he is the president of the United States. He has access to health care that we, the average American people, do not have access to. Look at every president in the United States. They have lived a very long life. Majority of them, except those who got assassinated. But most of them have lived a very long life because those people who were selected to live in longevity. Where average day Americans live roughly around 75 years old. Donald Trump is older than 75 years old, I believe. I don't really know off the top of my head, but I believe he's older than 75. We have here as well James. If you're listening to me, I hope you're doing well in the hospital. James is one of my subscribers. I haven't heard from him in a little bit. I hope you're doing well. I love you, and I hope you're doing okay. We do also have here as well as we have the 6th of Swords here. The 6th of Swords is moving in from troubled water to smoother, calmer waters. We have here with certainty, so something is certain, so moving from trouble into smoother, calmer waters with certainty, that's absolute certainty. And here you have it, the King of Cups. So this is saying that, remember this card always represents to me a calm leader in the midst of chaos. Instead, this is a leader who causes chaos when things are calm. This is what it felt like. Remember, Donald Trump is a deceptor. He's a deceiver. He's a trickster. That is part of his aroma. That is part of his birth chart. He's a Leo, a Gemini. He represents the trickster. He tricks you. That's what this was. It's all about a trick. And here you have it, the 6th of Swords, which means moving from trouble to smoother, calmer water, which indicates his health, his ailment, with certainty, his spirit. There's something here with complete certainty with his spirit, but his body, represented by the King of Cups, was supposed to scare people. Because remember, it feels very much like Donald Trump's death is going to happen so unexpectedly. Because we've been expecting it for so long that when we let go of this idea or concept that Donald Trump is going to die, it's when he actually passes away. When people forget and get into this idea, oh, we're talking about Donald Trump dead again, blah, blah, blah. It's just saying here that Donald Trump's death will come when people least expect it. It's going to be very unexpected type of death. It's going to happen just like that. It's going to be out of the blue, out of the ordinary, because the trickster will make one last final trick. The trick is death. But the question is that Donald Trump keeps us guessing constantly to find out when is he actually going to die. Because underneath this 6th of Swords we have the 10 of Wands here. Struggle. We're acting, this row here is actually why does psychic get it wrong. There's a 10 of Wands here because it's very hard to see because look, this person is pushing this burden. This burden to be accurate, this burden to be right. And they're looking down, they're bending down and they're looking downwards, not upwards, downwards. These people are not being very communicatively open with their knowledge. It almost feels like their throat chakra is a little bit closed. It does feel like that because they have to tell their subscribers, their viewers, that this is only based off of energy of today. Things can change tomorrow, and money is a big factor. I don't know if they even mentioned that money is a big factor in this. But money is a big factor when it comes to health. Being the President of the United States is a huge factor. The only odds that are working against Donald Trump is age, health, diet, his body, and J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel. And Project 2025 is all working against Donald Trump. But his supporters, his haters, his obsessors, the people who give him energy, remember one thing and one thing only. I asked the angel of death about Donald Trump, and it said that Donald Trump was supernatural. that he absorbed energy from those who give him attention. He becomes powerful and almighty, and he only sees to exist when that energy fades, when people no longer give him the attention that he needs in order to survive. And when he loses that attention, that is when he starts to die. And that is why the cards have said before that Donald Trump's death will be so unexpected, because people no longer think about Donald Trump when he passes away. He's out of the question for a lot of people. That is why the death would be so unexpected, because people wouldn't really realize what's coming. And underneath this Queen of Wands, this with certainty, the spirit, it's the fact that this is the Lover's card, which symbolizes the healthcare system and the demon. The healthcare system representing the snake, not sick, and here you have it, the demon. It's the fashion, it's the will to survive, the will to live. I have a feeling that Donald Trump at one point in time during the past 7 days may have been unconscious, or may have seen psychically the other side of the world. That is why he may have been talking about wanting to go to heaven and stuff like that, because he might have had a glimpse of where he was going. You ever had like that Abraham Lincoln type scenario where President Abraham Lincoln kept talking about to people that he foresaw his eventual death in the coffin in the White House, that he was assassinated? The same concept applies to Donald Trump. And speaking of that, I actually done a video on that specific topic already. That video will be found in the description in the comment section below if you want to go ahead and watch my interaction between Abraham Lincoln and Donald Trump in regards to him, actually Abraham Lincoln foreseeing Donald Trump as President of the United States 2 days prior to Abraham Lincoln's assassination. Very interesting, very cool. This also will tell us a lot about Donald Trump and what he foresaw during the week that he was gone. We're actually going to have to do a video on that. Now that this is a revelation to all of us, this has to be a video topic to do. But the last final card here is that the trickster, right? This is the King of Cups reversed, the person who creates chaos among when there is no chaos. And here you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of Wands reversed. What does the 9 of Wands reversed mean? It simply indicates to the collective, to the energy, it simply indicates to all of us that, that there's not much that Donald Trump is going to be undergoing. Donald Trump is going to undergo some sort of health ailments, health issues. Obviously, that's not a stagnant prediction, that's just reality. But what did this card symbolize to me when it's underneath? It simply symbolizes that Donald Trump is going to be okay between the month of November 2025 all the way to April 2026. But he's going to have some health episodes, but he's going to survive that time period. Anything after that, it's all up to game. But Donald Trump is going through a very difficult time health-wise. But again, like I said, it's going to occur when you least expect it. Again, I'm not a medical practitioner. I'm not legally liable for any medical words or advice that I give in this video. This video is just for entertainment and educational purposes only as well. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out. I love you.